Hey there, everybody. Welcome back. I hope you had a lovely weekend. Happy Monday. Happy morning. Good start of the week. Here we go. We'll do it the best way we know how. Learn and bridge with our favorite bridge teacher, the one, the only, Jack Stocken. So glad to see so many of you already jumping in the chat, making it the fun and friendly place that it is. A special welcome to Jack's mom. It's always an extra treat having you with us. So thank you for joining us. We're sure grateful for the help that you provide to us in the chat. Mary's here. Hey, Valerie, Janie, Pamela, Kathy, Phil, Anthony, Debbie, Gil from Thailand, joining us from Thailand. We'll be right over after the lesson. You stay right where you are. I'm going to imagine it's just the most pristine beach and you're sipping, I don't know, what would you sip? Mai Tai, I guess. Whatever it is, we'll be right there. Just a reminder, I'll tuck these slides away about if you run into tech trouble. If you run into tech trouble, you guys know the deal. Don't leave it below me in the live chat. That's for bridge. If you leave it there, Jack will see it. It will distract him because he's, doing three things at once, playing bridge, responding to questions, and making sure to click on the right button. The tech questions don't go there. It'll also distract from the learning of everyone else in the class. Instead, right above me, you'll see a banner. Click here for support. On a good day, I can jump up and touch it. But if you click on it, you'll find our suggestions, which include the best thing you can do. Wait a second, see if things smooth themselves out. They usually will. And if they don't, best thing you can do, just close the web page and enter again, either via the members page or from the emails that I send you before each lesson. You'll also find some backup links there. So yeah, those are the ways we will be able to help out if you're having tech trouble. If troubles persist, please do let me know. Reply to any of the emails that you get from LearnBridge Online. You always reach me personally, and I'll do my best to help out before the next live lesson, however I can. Let me start that record button so that we also have this lesson there for you in the lesson library, along with two featured hands and a worksheet related to today's lesson, reviewing what we've been covering the last few weeks. We get to see how much we are taking in. All right, here we go. The recording is active. Welcome back, everyone in the class. Sad you couldn't be with us live, but thanks for taking time out of your week to be part of the class. If you have questions about today's lesson, you know where to leave them on the class page for Jack. We'll all keep learning together there. Yeah, it's still the beginning of the year. We're all still, finding our routines. I hope you're having a wonderful start to the year. As always, a thank you to everyone who is letting their friends know about Jack's lessons here at learnbridgeonline.com. Word of mouth means so much. So thank you to everyone getting the word out to your friends. And, if any new friend, you meet a new friend at the Bridge Club and maybe they need a little boost, or maybe they just seem like our sort of people, please do point them our way. If they join, please also tell them to tell me that they're your friend so I can give them a special welcome and thank you as well. Okay, let's get to it. The recording is active. The live chat is roaring, ready to go. All I need to do is call the man of the hour up to the stage. I think here he comes.
The man is here.
Hey there, Jack.
And you might notice I've had a little new look for January, Bashir.
Yes. Is it cutting a few milliseconds off your 100 meters?
Yes. Yes, I've gone back to the clean-shaven look. So we're going to experiment with that for a while, see how that goes.
Well, you're looking sharp as always. I'm guessing you were just going down those slopes so fast they just...
Oh, yes. Actually, I didn't need a razor. Yes, I was just zooming so fast down those icy black runs. I'm all back in one piece. Yes, I'm here now for the next 6 weeks or so. So normal program. Delighted to be it's kind of useful that I'm doing a review today. So January is always a good month to review things. So a review of the last 5-6 weeks today.
Well, let's get to it, Jack. I'll turn it over to you, and I'll come back at the end to wrap things up.
Yeah, see you on the other side. And Jack's mum, already a fan of the clean look. Okay, so let's get going. Let's start with a play hand. So how would you play 4 spades after West leads the Jack of Diamonds? What's your strategy going to be on this one? And hello to all those watching in replay as well. I know many of you do, very much part of our class. And do remember to ask questions on the posting page, because you can't ask them here. Yes, quite a few fans of the new look. I don't think designer stubble really works for me. I never really got the George Clooney look, you know. It just looked as though I was a bit unshaven, you know, I think. So are we going to draw trumps on this hand, or are we going to do something else? Many improvers, and you know, well, not many, quite a few improvers, intermediates get this one wrong. It's a bit of a smokescreen, but yes, let's not dwindle. You must create the void, win the diamond probably with the ace, and immediately play a heart. And the best way of doing this is to actually duck the heart first to keep entries going. Yep, good start for everyone. Nice to have Jack's mum back in the classroom. Yes, best to duck the heart, you know, with the motto, if you're going to lose a trick, lose it early. I've opened 1 heart. Over to you with your 6 points. What would you bid with that one there? Pass, 1 no trump, 2 diamonds. It's a good one for the rule of 14. It's one of the few rules that I stick to like glue. I don't think I've ever broken it. So we add up the number of cards in our longest suit, which is 7. Add that to the amount of points, which is 6. And that's 13. So we aren't strong enough to bid 2 diamonds. No, the bidding will get too high, and inevitably you'll end up going down. So when you fail the rule of 14, put the hand in the rubbish bin. Yeah, so 1 no trump here. But we should bid. A few of you passing there. 2 reasons. Mainly because you've got 6 points. But secondly, because you don't want to leave partner in 1 heart with a void. Very good. And if partner comes back 2 clubs, for example, then we would rebid 2 diamonds. All right? So partner comes back 2 clubs. Rather than pass, we bid 2 diamonds. So show a hand with 6 or 7 points and a good, well, a 6-card suit or more. Now, Debbie's got a good question. Can you not count a couple of points for a void? Definitely not, Debbie. No, it's a good question. You only count points for a void or a singleton in bridge when you have a fit with partner. So please delete that from your memory. Don't need stoppers in anything, Pam. Remember, 1 no trump is a dustbin bin bid. It purely shows a point count, 6 to 9. Jill's saying hello from the beach in Oman. Oh, thank you for sharing that with us, Jill. Well, I'm in cold, damp, miserable Harrogate. That makes me feel a lot better. But you're having a lovely time in Oman. Only joking. Right. So yes, do not count points for singletons or voids. Your hand is not very good. Avoid in partner's suit. No 10 to 12s for a 2 no trump response, Lisa and Den. If partner had opened 1 spade, I'd have been 2 spades. Yeah, with 3 card support and a void. Partner rebids 2 hearts, we just pass. Yeah, they should have they'll have a 6-card suit. If North rebids 2 hearts, it shows a 6-card suit, we just pass. Not when you bid 1 no trump, though, Lisa and Den. If you bid 1 no trump, then bid your suit, it shows 6 or 7 points. It's an exception. Well, because clearly 1 no trump is 6 to 9, so you can't have 10 or more points if you've responded 1 no trump. So an interesting hand there. Lots of questions coming in, and I think you've learned a lot from that particular slide. Interesting hand. The bidding would easily get out of control at your local club duplicate. Here's another one. You've opened a diamond with your 15 points, higher of fours for opener, 1 spade from partner, and you had your rebid all nicely planned out. I'm sure you knew what it is, but East has overcalled 2 hearts. What now for you as South? Morning, Dave. Morning, Sam Manners. Nice to be back. It's nice to be back in England. Always is, isn't it? Couldn't have done too many more days in Zermatt. I think I was exhausted. Went to bed at 9 o'clock last night. Well, the jury's out. You're between. I'm glad we're having this review, actually. They're always popular in the past. We must remember to have them every 5 or 6 weeks because it's throwing up loads of interesting things. Now, your rebid was 1 no trump, okay, to show 15-16, traditional style, who I still teach. But the crux is when your rebid has been taken away at bridge, here's the animated caption look, you pass. Green ticket. Yeah. Because a rebid here of 2 no trump would be like a jump to 2 no trumps without the 2 heart overcall. Showing 17-18. Yeah. Bear 15, you pass. Partner might only have 6 points, you see. You don't want to be in 2 no trumps on 21 points. And partner always gets a second bid. Yes, Jack's mum has just echoed my thoughts. So that was good. Good learning curve there, because the lesson is called coping with intervention. Yes, your partner knows you got an opening hand. So they can bid again if they want, or just pass and let them play in 2 hearts. Try and get it down. Leave the ace of diamonds and get a signal from partner with any luck. It's time for our first hand on BBA. There it is. And I'm sure you'd open all open 3 spades on the south hand. What would you do with the west hand? 14 points, if anything. Morning, Maggie. Morning, Noreen. Pamela's in Cambridge. Julia Q. Serena's with us. Mary, Laney. And she's doubling. Deirdre doubling. Robertson Sue, one of our growing double acts now. We've got Lisa and Den with us this morning. Robertson Sue. Wonder if we've got any more double acts. Judy's doubling. Yeah. Double for takeout. And North. And Mac is with us. Noli from Ireland. Katrine. Well, yes, level of the fit. Also, I mean, you do have useful points as well. Remember useful points, counting up aces and kings? There's 13 of them. So you need 12 or more useful points as a guideline to bid to gain. East passes. No way we're coming in with 5 hearts there. And West bows out as well. Queen of clubs, never lead away from an ace, of course. A diamond or a heart would be forbidden. And we look at dummy, thanking partner, counting losers, as you know I like to do. Not always that easy. How many losers have we got? Julian W, nice to see you virtually. Elizabeth, Pauline. 3 losers, yes. 2 diamonds and a club. So we're going to win with the ace of clubs. He's signalling a doubleton, of course. And which card do we play from dummy at trick 2? Specifically. Are we going to draw trumps or something else? Finessing in clubs won't work, by the way. No, we're only ever going to make one trick in clubs, the king. No, there's no finessing to be done. You play the 9 of clubs, West covers with the 10. We're not going to make more than the king of clubs ever. But remember, the main time we don't draw trumps is when we create a void in dummy. So, well done. Trick 2. Basically, you look for a suit that's longer in your own hand, declarer's hand, than dummy. Okay, they continue on with clubs. And again, another diamond. Can take their club winner. So diamond. And another club. No point East roughing in, really. Their no partner hasn't got any trumps. They're not going to get a promotion. We can probably throw the king of diamonds here, actually. And we rough. But crucially, just looking at the north-south cards, which one would you play from the dummy? Well, the expression goes, do not send the boys to the man's job. Some people here you'd probably have to say the boy or the girl now. But if you rough low, of course, you get over rough. So you can afford to trump with a king. I mean, it's always quite tricky to know whether to trump high or not. All depends on what cards you've got, what the opposition have got, etc. Now we can draw the trumps. Encouraging 9 of hearts there. Do not send the child, Sean is saying, yes. And we'll claim the last 3 tricks, yeah, with all trumps. So well done. Only 620, actually, because we're vulnerable. Only easy when you know how. You know, so for those who can spot trumping and dummy, that would have been quite a relatively easy. And for those who can't, or, you know, it's harder. And of course, we had to trump high as well. So there were a few pitfalls we could have fallen into there. But I think the main thing, and don't ever worry, some players worry about losing a trick or two early in trump contracts. No, you're going to lose those tricks, lose them early. Is the general motto. Let's go back to the classroom for more question and answer. Okay, I've opened 1 heart. East has overcalled 1 no trump. 15 to 18, I would play that as, not 19. No, we couldn't, Sam. With 4 top spades, we could have drawn trumps for the same result. No, we had to. Otherwise, we'd lose 3 diamonds and a club. If we didn't trump that losing diamond on the last hand, it was essential to rough that diamond. Anyway, on to this one. You've got 10 points. What's your best bid here, South? Yes, I like to play that as 15 to 18. 19's a bit strong for me. If I had 19 or more points, I'd start with a double and then bid no trumps. For most players, to be honest with you, experienced players play that's 15 to 18. Now, I think it's time for get out of jail free card. Because I need to tell you something or remind you of something. If you've got, do you think they're going to make 1 no trump? Assume your partner's got 12 points and you've got 10. That's 22 points. They've only got 18. What happens when you think, a contract's not going to make. What do? I'll give you a clue. It's red and got an X on it. Did you change your mind in time, some of you? Yeah, so 10 plus points, sometimes 9 if you've got a good 9, but generally 10 plus points, double for penalties. And nearly all doubles of one no trump are for penalties. Good? Well, that's a good one because quite a few are bidding 2 diamonds there. Yeah, lead the 7 of hearts partner suit. You're most likely to defeat one no trump. Good? So that's a useful one to bear in mind. But just by the way, for the more experienced players, if South was to bid, say, 2 clubs or 2 diamonds or 2 spades, if they were to bid that, show a weak hand. 9 points or less with a 6-card suit. It's equivalent of a weak 2. So after a 1 no trump overcall, any bid of a new suit is weak and to play. Okay? 6-card suit between 5 and 9 points. Any strong hand, 10 plus doubles for penalty. Okay? So that is a useful one to know. I don't know about leading king of spades to see Dummington. I think if we had the ace king, then we might. But the king of spades might be harmful. I honestly would just go with the 7 of hearts there. King of spades may set up a trick for declare. If I had the ace king of spades, I might well play the ace to have a look at the dummy. Okay. Right. 1 diamond. What do we got? 15 points. 1 spade by North. 1 no trump by us. 15 to 16. 2 spades from North. What now from you as South as opener? What kind of, let's just see how the answers come in. Again, these slides are obviously carefully chosen by me to test you. They're the harder bits over the last 5, 6, 7 weeks. What type of bid is that 2 spades? I'm going to give you 3 options, really. Is it a forcing bid? Do you have to bid again? Number 1. Number 2, is it an invitational bid? Asking about your point count and your holding in spades. Or 3, is it non-forcing, showing a weak hand with 6 cards saying partner pass? Definitely shows, I think one thing we must all be sure about is when a responder repeats their suit, it always shows 6 cards. So there's the get out of jail free again. I'm feeling generous. It is January. Only 11 months till Christmas. So very well done. First one ranks. A number of you bidding 3 spades or 4 spades here. You've fallen into my trap. It's a non-forcing bid. Typically, your partner might, well, they've got 5 to, let's have a look, 8 points, I think. No chance of game. And 6 cards. If they had a stronger hand with 6 cards, they'd have jumped to 4 spades. And an invitational hand would have been 3 spades. Yeah, some have fallen into my trap. It's okay, Margarita, I've thrown you down a rope ladder, so you can climb out of the trap. It does make sense, Lainey. Yes, it makes sense to me. Doesn't mean it always makes sense to my students. But you need to have a bid that shows that literally North might have 5 or 6 points and just wants to play in 2 spades. That type of hand. We haven't talked about Bridge Prism for a while. Yes, it is still full, Pamela, yeah. Well, no, actually, no, they've opened up a new wing. The Jack's Mum wing was opened before Christmas. Let's move on. Yeah, let's have an opening lead problem. What would you lead against 4 spades? Next week's lesson. Oh, Responder's First Bid. Yeah, it's a useful one. Comes up the whole time. And this week, you're welcome to join us. Actually, a very appropriate lesson for anyone in this class. It's come to the Improvers at 9:30 on Wednesday. We're doing Forcing Bids Part 1. Always a useful lesson, that one, where the bids are forcing on. Sue said's on board. Well done. So you're pretty good on your leads these days. 7 of hearts. Problem about leading the 9 is followed by the 7 or 2, as it might look like a doubleton. So the 7 is a fairly high one. I'd just go with the 7 mud. Yeah, but clearly avoiding anything else. I don't like leading from Jack 9 7 at all. Worse, Queen 7 2 of trumps. Something I kind of never lead from, really, almost never. Queen XX of trumps. Good. So middle up down there. Let's play our second hand on BBA. And it's a 1 spade opener. Yeah, so what do you bid with the North hand? 6, 7, 10, 16 points. Is mud lead just for the majors, Pamela? No, majors as well as minors. What are we all bidding in the chat box? Most of us, nearly all of us, bidding 2 clubs. Well done. We can't bid 2 spades, of course. That only shows 6 to 9 points. So 2 clubs here. Just, yeah. Can't do Jacoby. We need 4 cards. So good to answer these questions. Mud just for trump contracts, Jill. Yes, mainly. No trumps. You generally just leave the highest of your rubbishy cards. 2 no trump takes away bidding space. And it's not Jacoby. No, Jacoby, you need to have 4 spades at least. And 2 no trump as a point count only shows 10 to 12. So it's nearly always better just to bid your longest suit at the lowest level. Right, and Sal's rebid. 16. When to respond with 3 spades. You'd respond with 3 spades, Judy, if you had 4 cards support for spades and 10 to 12 points. Or if you're playing Jacoby, 10 or 11. Because if you've got 12 plus points and 4 cards in spades, you bid 2 no trump Jacoby. So a lot of questions and answers coming up today, which is really useful. I feel this lesson is going to be a very good learning experience and valuable refresher for you. And those watching in replay as well. So we're able to jump to 3 spades to show our point count. And North, so that's 16 plus points with a 6 card suit. What about North? Well, partner's got 16 or more points. We're in the slam zone. B, aren't we? Morning B from Nezra. Pauline R. Yeah, let's go for 4 no trumps. We'll play this as Roman key card for those to practice it. What's the Roman key card response? The normal response, 3 aces, is 5 spades. But what if you're playing Roman key card? Probably half of you do, half of you don't, would be my guess. I don't mind if you don't play Roman key card. It's quite complicated. Easy to mess up. For more experienced partnerships. So how many key cards have we got? Of the 5. The 5th key card being the king of trumps. So we've got 3, haven't we? So naught or 3. We've got 3 key cards, 3 aces. That's 5 clubs. Naught or 3. And North. They've got 2 key cards, haven't they? Sam, don't worry. I think you need some more coffee. I had my coffee this morning. It was a decaf. Caffeine doesn't really agree with me. Well, we got all the key cards. Sam, you should have stayed in bed. 6 spades, yeah. That's okay. No, it's good that you're having a bad. If you're having a bad morning, that's good. You're learning more than the others, probably. You're making more mistakes, although you're maybe making mistakes that you would not normally make. No, Richard, we're playing the basic Roman key card, not the modern version of it, the one that I teach. So 5 clubs is 0 or 3, 5 diamonds is 1 or 4. Some people play it the other way around, more experienced partnerships. So I'm not going to go there just now. No, Laney, just because we've got all the aces and kings doesn't mean we're going to make a grand slam. It's a very, very modest hand, North, you know. You know, it's not a particularly good hand, North. No, they say to be a grand slam, you need to be able to count 13 tricks between you and your partner from the bidding. And here you just can't do that. I wouldn't even be looking for a grand slam. I might be bidding 6 no trumps at probably bid 6 no trumps at duplicate. We're not playing duplicate right now. Yeah, a duplicate pairs. I'd gamble 6 no trump now, the North hand. Right, well, counting losers. How many losers have we got potentially? I'll tell you why they pair it otherwise, Leslie. It's quite complicated, but the reason they swap it round, the Roman key card response, is to 1430, is that it keeps the bidding lower when you're asking for the Queen of Hearts. It's quite a complicated reason why. You can always Google it. Other search engines are available. 3. Yes, 2 diamonds and a club. I agree, Serena. Eaters from Galway. It's nice to be reminded from that. So, interesting. Oh yes, Philippa. I did check, and actually someone got it right here. I can't remember their name, but actually 5. When you got all 5 key cards for Roman key card black, but you don't bid 5 no trumps, no, because you need to reserve that for kings. Asking the kings. 5 hearts is 2 or 5 of the 5 key, 2 or 5 key cards without the Queen of Trumps. 5 spades is 2 or 5 of the key cards with the Queen of Trumps. There you go. Thank you for reminding me, Philippa, on that. Cynthia T. Bidder made 2 grand slams. Cynthia, do you want a medal? You probably deserve one, bidding 2 in one day. It's like getting 2 holes in one in golf in one day. I've been struggling to get 1 hole in one in golf in 50 years. Well, 45 years maybe. Right, now, have we got a strategy? What do you think we'll do, everyone? Well, I think we should draw trumps. First, ending in the dummy. Good. Now what do we do? Draw trumps first, no reason not to. There's no void to be created. Still got potentially 3 losers. We could have created a void in hearts, but we only create the void on dummy, remember, not our own hand. So should we play the King of Hearts first, getting rid of a certain diamond loser? Good. Now what? Interesting. We've reached the point of no return. Those in replay, of course, you've got the benefit of the pause button. You can think about this well. So is it right to take the club finesse? So I'm going to give you two choices here. Clearly, trumping a heart doesn't help us. But do we take the club finesse? Do we play the 2 of clubs to the 10? 50-50. Loser on loser is not going to help, I'm afraid. No, not on this hand. We'd end up with another loser. No finesse in diamonds. No, that's not going to help. If we finesse in diamonds, we lose to the 10 or the king, and then we lose a club later. No end play, Lisa and Den. It's quite tricky. You can play this one in replay, actually, afterwards on BBA. You know, we give you the 2 links, and you press play. And then when you want to know how it should be played, you press the next button. I think most of you know that. Well, there are no entries. Look what happens if you make the mistake of finessing the club. So this would be a mistake. You lose the queen. They come back a diamond. What do? You play the queen, you lose the king and go 1 down. You play the ace. And now you play the clubs. You can't get back to dummy. Can you? Look. You're left with a diamond loser. So let's go back in time. It's a tricky hand, this. It's quite a fun hand. I think it's fun anyway. So actually very well done if you played a club to the ace king. You don't have the entries to take the club finesse. Not because, you know, that's technically the best way of playing clubs. Technically the best way is to finesse 50-50. But you can afford to lose a trick here. So you lose to the queen. But of course your jack of clubs is a winner now. And you've still got the entry to dummy. So they still come back a diamond. But rise with the ace. No need to finesse. And there's your jack of clubs, look. So well done if you did that first time round. It was a tricky play to make, whether you're watching now live or in replay. Yeah, fun hand, wasn't it? I think many would have gone down, Jill, not just you. Luckily, you've got me at the helm to make 6 spades. 980. Well, it'll be a good one for those who didn't make it to definitely play it again in your own time this afternoon or tomorrow sometime on the BBA. Okay, so, I'm glad you enjoyed that hand. Let's go back to the classroom. Okay, here's one for us. 1 no trump, double for North. Pass. Over to you, South. Anything to do there? North's double, of course, is a penalty double, 16 plus. So are there any times that you take out the penalty double? What would you need to bid 2 spades here? Anyone know? Well, you do know, obviously. Should we have a look? Well done for bidding 2 spades here. I'm impressed. I'm sure Jack's mum is as well. Yeah, typically 0 to 3 points and a 5-card suit. Yeah, very weak. That's right. You got that one. I'm impressed, actually. Yes, you're not allowed to redouble here. That'd be an illegal bid. Good. So well done. 0 to 3 and a 5-card suit you rescue, based on the principle that they're probably going to make one no trump doubled. Excellent. New to some of you. It'll be new to some of you, but most of you got it right, actually. So I'm impressed that you remembered it. Okay, here's another one. I've opened one spade. You've got 16 points. Well, yes, Robert and Sue, but it's better than letting them make one no trump doubled, which would be 180 or 280 or 380, with over tricks. Yeah, you're probably not going to make 2 spades, I agree with you, but that's better than the opponents making one no trump doubled with over tricks. Good question from Robert and Sue. Mary D. Interesting one. I imagine I'm going to lay a small bet. Where's my money? £1. That you're going to come up with different answers here. In fact, I've already won my bet. I'm going to use the get out of jail free card again. Why not? Haven't played Junior Monopoly for a very long time, so we're not missing it. That's where it comes from. If I said to you, sometimes you have to manufacture a bid, would that help you? So let's keep this card until you need it. Yeah, definitely going to keep it for quite a while, I think. So one thing you can't do here, some of you bidding 2 hearts here, that shows a 5-card suit. Most of you know that, some might have forgotten, but to bid a major suit at the 2 level as a responder, it shows 5 cards. So sometimes in bridge you have to manufacture, and it's not suitable for 2 no trumps, because that would be Jacoby if you're playing it, showing 4 cards, or if you're not playing it, 10 to 12 points. So it's normally always better to bid the longest suit at the lowest level, and sometimes you have to bid a 3-card minor. So 2 club is the best bid there. And again, well done if you got that right first time round. 3 no trump, Sam's a shutout bid, you see. Partner won't have a bid again. They might have 17 points. Good question from Sam. If your partner's got 17, 18 points, you're going to miss a slam if you jump to 3 no trumps, because you might just have 13. Also, they might have 6 spades, and you might be better off in 4 spades. So the basic principle is to bid your longest suit at the lowest level, but here you can't bid 2 hearts. So a tricky bid there. You won't get left in 2 clubs. If the partner bids 3 clubs, just bid 3 spades, showing 3-card support. Quite tricky, Leslie. Yeah. So this one is 1 spade, 16 points. North's bid 2 diamonds, your partner. You had your rebid all nicely planned out as 2 no trump. They've bid 2 hearts now. What do you think about that? Yes, I've forgotten, Margarita, how informative these replay lessons are. These putting it all together as reviews, yeah. No, East bid 2 hearts, not partner. Again, there's a lot of bids you could make here. Your rebid would have been 2 no trump, but 2 no trump now does show 15, 16 points, because partner's bid 2 diamonds, but it does show a heart stopper. So how can we ask for a heart stopper? And a lot of you here, as Jack's mum says, good answers coming in. You've remembered to bid 3 hearts, which would be alerted by your partner at the bridge club. I do like it when my partners alert their bids. I'm quite keen on them to do that, because it makes me very nervous when they don't. I think they've forgotten what the bid is. So if you're playing face-to-face, the partner alerts. Person bidding 3 hearts must say nothing, even if their partner gets it wrong. They had to stay stumm. It's not called anything, Lisa and Den. It's just called it's a Q bid asking for a stopper. It doesn't have a specific name in bridge. But it is a type of Q bid. But there's all sorts of different Q bids. A Q bid is when you either bid the opponent's suit or bid a suit that's not natural. Well done. Let's play hand 3 on BBO. North either bids 3 no trumps, Sarah M, if they've got a stopper. If they don't have a stopper, they bid another suit. They show 3 card support for your suit, etc. They don't pass. Hang on, Sean has just got a question. Yes, if you had a stopper in heart, Sean, you just bid 2 no trump, 15, 16 with a heart stopper. What now from South? Is there a lesson on Q bids, Lisa and Den? There is actually somewhere. I think it could be called Slam Bidding Part 1 in the library. Slam Bidding Part 2. If not, Lisa and Den, send me an email and I can email you the notes on Q bidding if you don't find it. Right, what next for South here? Quite tricky, isn't it? We've only got 13 points. Well, we've got a stopper, you see. We don't need to ask for a stopper. And also, we haven't got enough points for the game. Partner might only have 10 points. So I wouldn't be asking for a stopper here anyway with just 13. It's not strong enough. Partner might only have 10 points. August 2022 magic. I'm sure I've done it since then. Well, so what we can't do, let's look at, basically I often do my bids and opening leads or elimination. We can't bid 2 spades. A, because we've got to stop, and B, because it's game forcing. Okay, we're not strong enough to game force. Secondly, 2 no trump here is 15, 16. Again, we don't have that. So what do you think we do? We must bid something. Oh, thank you, Bashir. Bashir's going to put a link to the Q bid lesson in a comment on the class page. So the best bid here is 2 diamonds. Well done, who found that first time. Bashir's giving you a link. That's kind of him. Morning, Leslie. Morning, Valerie. I can't remember who I've said good morning to. Right, North's turn now. What's their best bid? That's fine, Julia. It's fine to repeat a suit sometimes with only 5 cards if all the other options are no good. Good question from Julia. Sometimes you do have to bid a 5-card suit as opener. Tricky hand to bid this one, actually. That's the whole idea. It'd be a bit boring if I just gave you 1 no trump, 3 no trumps the whole time. What does North do? And what I'd be thinking about as North is I definitely want to be in game. Looking at 3 no trump. Partners open the bidding. I've got a really good 12 points. That club suit's worth an extra point or 2. But we are worried about the spades, aren't we? What happens if partner hasn't got a stopper? 3 clubs is non-forcing. Showing around about 10, 11 points. Partner don't bid again. So we bid 2 spades here. Should we alert it? Well done if you found that useful bid. Asking for a stopper, game forcing. Well done. Not 4 suit forcing, Jill. No. 2 spades does the job here. We haven't bid 4 suits yet. We've only bid 2 suits. And South's response is what? It is a cubid, yes, Julia. It's called a. There's lots of cubids in bridge. That is a cubid. Artificial may have none at all. So, partner, I've got to stop at 2-no trump. That's good enough for North to raise to game. Good auction, that. Quite a difficult one. But it's got us to the right contract. Don't need to do a game try here, Gillian. No. No. That North hand is too good with 12 points. I want to be in game every day of the week. Even Monday, when partners open the bidding there. Right, so... yeah, remember there's a wide range of experience here. It'll be harder for some than others. Counting certain tricks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Clearly we can see where the extras are. So low one from dummy. Not going to waste the 10. We'll just do the rule of 11, just for practice. Rule of 11. How many cards higher has East got than the 5? Well, 5 from 11 is 6. We've got 4 of them between us, declare and dummy. East must have 2. Does that really help us in this hand? Rule of 11 most often doesn't help. It doesn't help. Right. Which card do we play now as declarer? Third player play high. They'd always play the highest card when they see little ones in dummy, by the way. Well done. They're on good form, Jackson, today, aren't they? On the whole. Yes, key play of ducking that. It's very tempting to take it. So now I come back to 7. Well, West knows that declare must have the Queen X. Yeah, otherwise they'd have won the Queen first time round. So there's no point in West cashing the Ace of Spades now to give away a trick to declare. So they wisely switched to a diamond. West gives a count signal, by the way. Yeah, could be useful to play the 5 and the 2. You never know. And which one from the dummy? West did well not to cash the Ace of Spades. Well, even looking at the other hands, it's clear to finesse. Yeah, the odds favour the finesse there. Jack or 10 loses the Queen. But crucially now, they've run out of spades. So they come back another diamond. We win with the King. Over to dummy with the King of Hearts. Too risky to finesse. And we take our winning clubs. Yeah. Winning clubs. And the Ace of Hearts. We're going to make, running slightly short of time, so we are going to claim this one. We're going to make just 9 tricks. There's 5 club tricks there and the Ace of Hearts. We're not going to make any more. So we're going to claim that little lot as we're running short of time. But we made 3-no trump. Congratulations for ducking that spade. Oh, you don't find the hands on BBO, Anne. You find the two hands on Bajir's website on the classroom page. There's 2 little ticks, and you press them to download. Just where you access the replay on Bajir's classroom page. They're not on BBO at all. The 2 playable hands. They're uploaded for you. How would you play 4 hearts on the lead of the Queen of Diamonds? Be specific. Yes, basically, Anne, where you find everything on Bashir's website, the replay, the worksheet, and there's 2 hands to play. So we're definitely going to cross rough, but having won the ace of diamonds, what do we do next? So it's definitely a cross rough, Tim. But what do we do having won the ace of diamonds? That's what I want to know. Specifically. There is something you have to do before doing a cross rough. Any of you remember what? I'm looking at the answers. I can't see it. Oh, hello, Smarty. Anna. Mary D. Mary. Margarita's with us. Dave, of course. Not to be confused with friend of Rob. KTP. Well, good answer. Am J. Valerie. What we need to do, remember when you do a cross rough, you must cash the ace and the king of diamonds. You take your certain winners first. Then you do the cross rough on clubs and spades. Yes, no, I know he's a different Dave, Jack's mum. It's okay. I was watching. Debbie D. Well done. You must play the ace, king of diamonds because you're not going to make it at the end, you see. You have to take your certain winners now. So well done if you cash the king of diamonds. I've opened a club. What's your responding bid here with 9 points? Is it 1 diamond? Is it 1 spade? Is it 1 no trump? So we're doing that lesson next week. Just a reminder, responders' first bid next week, a very relevant lesson. But this Wednesday, 9:30, thoroughly recommend the forcing bids part 1 at 9:30 on Wednesday for the improvers. Pen, good morning. Elizabeth, you're bidding 1 diamond. You're bidding right. Cheapest of fours. 1 diamond there, not 1 spade. If partner's got 4 spades, they'll always show them to you now. You'll never miss out the spade fit. So just cheapest of fours there. Let's look at this. 1 spade, 2 club overcall. You bid 2 hearts with your 10 points, showing 5 cards. North's bid 3 clubs. Oh, we've given you the answer there. Look, that's a bit random. But yes, there you go. So 3 hearts is the answer. Good. So we don't need to answer that question. That's how the bidding goes on that hand. You avoid 3 no trumps. And you play in the 5-2 fit, which is fine. Good. So when you don't have a stopper, you repeat your suit or you show 3 cards sport for partner's suit. And again, the 5-2 fit in hearts is by far the best game there. 1 more hand to play, which is good timing because we are nearing the end. Where is it? It's here. And it's 7, 9, 10, 21 points. What would you open on that one? For South. Definitely open to a 2. Yeah, definitely a 2-cup opener upgrade. Yeah. Remember, really good. You know, what is it? 1, 2, 3 loser hand. Generally, 3 loser hands, I definitely would upgrade to 2 clubs. 4 loser, not so sure. Generally not. But such a powerful hand. And would you make a positive reply of 3 diamonds here or 2 diamonds? I'm borderline here. I don't mind 2 diamonds. I do just slightly prefer 3 diamonds. I know it's raising the bidding quite high, but does show 8 or more points in a good 5-card suit. 2 of the top 3 honours. Yeah. I don't mind 2 diamonds there. I wouldn't say it's particularly wrong. 3 hearts. Whoops. We don't play 2 diamonds as negative anymore, Gina B. No. 2 diamonds is played as a weighting bid. 0 to 10, 0 to 12 points. No upper limit. Yeah, it's definitely not a negative anymore. Keeps the bidding nice and low. North does what? Well, I think they should bid 4 hearts. Nothing really much else to do. And South. Well, partner's got a positive. 8 or more points. What do you think about that? Definitely 6 hearts. But can anyone remember, 4 no trumps really is no good with a void. It's not going to help us, even Roman key card. You know, partner comes back with 1 key card or 2. Can any of you remember a clever way to ask if partner's got 2 of the top 3 honours in the trump suit? There is a clever bid we can make now. Any of you remember what it is for the more advanced, more experienced? Jack's mum's giving you a clue. Oh, Gerald's with us. Hi, Gerald. He's making a guest appearance in the chat box. Derek. Oh, Derek. Hello, Derek. Long time no see. Yes, well done. It's the Grand Slam 4, so you can Google it. Comes up once in a blue moon, and the odds are if you did it, your partner would probably forget what it means. So it means bid 7 of the trumps. It says bid 7 if you got 2 of the top 3 honours. If you haven't, just bid 6 hearts. More information online. It's not going to come up anytime soon. Yes, and also it's the Josephine Grand Slam Force, yes. Well, thank you, partner, for the dummy. We do appear, rather annoyingly, to have a club loser. It'd be nice if partner had a Doubleton club or Queen of Clubs. But I've got a plan. I wonder if you have as well. Oh, thanks, Noli. See you next week. Now, what do we do from the dummy now, do you think? Not many entries to dummy. Is there any way of getting rid of that club loser? Well, as Anthony's pointed out, some of the others, a roughing finesse is our only chance here. So King of Diamonds, and fortunately for us, East covers with the ace. So we rough it over to dummy with the Queen of Hearts and cash the Queen of Diamonds, throwing our club back to the Ace of Spades, probably safest. Well, we've drawn trumps actually now. And now they're all winners, aren't they? 50-50. It wasn't a great slam to be in, by the way. The odds were 50-50. Or slightly higher because West might have cashed the Ace of Diamonds. Yeah, but 50-50 really. What, not a great Grand Slam. Really, to be in a Grand Slam, you need to be about 65% sure to make it worthwhile. Because you miss out on the bonus for a small slam. But it's a bit of fun to finish with. We will claim those last ones. And rather like Cynthia, we've bid and made a Grand Slam. More like 2,200 points because we're vulnerable. Right, well, it's 10:35. We've had our power hour. Let's go back to the classroom just to say goodbye. And nice to see you again. Nice to be back in town. Thank you, Julia. Pauline.
Thank you, Jack. Thank you, everyone. Jack, I was thinking I would quickly show where the link to the Q-bids
Oh, yes.
on the class page. And then I can also show where the links to the featured hands
are
as
yes.
well.
Yeah, someone was asking about, that's a good idea, but someone was saying where the 2 playable hands are on from BBA. They're actually on your website.
All right, so I think you guys can see that. First, this bridge question button, I just left a question. It's actually a link to the Qubit lesson, which folks were talking about. So click on that. You can find that as well as the worksheet, the lesson worksheet, which goes along with it, the lesson document right underneath. And right underneath here, you'll see hand 1, hand 2 in smaller form. When you see the lessons index, it'll look like this. But you click on one of these to open up the featured hand. You can play through as Jack does, or go off on your own and see where you end up.
Yes, so thank you for pointing out. Yes, they're hand 1 and hand 2, and you just click on them like that. Yes, good. So lots of nice thank yous coming in. I'm just reading down the scrolling page. Sam Manners has got a question. Hang on. Never deny a 4-card major at the 1 level. Well, yes, that's not never. It's try not to. Sam, yeah. Now, there are times when you bid a 4-card minor before 4-card major. That expression, Sam, belongs to when you're thinking of bidding a new suit at the 2 level. Yeah. So if someone opens 1 heart and you have, say, 5 diamonds and 4 spades, that's when you bid 1 spade. So actually, that expression is actually wrong. It's try not to deny a 4-card major at the 1 level rather than never.
We have to change the title of the James Bond movie now.
Oh, yes.
Try not to say never. It doesn't have the same ring, but
yes, try not to say never say never again. Well, but it was good fun. I think it's very popular, those reviews that we do. We haven't had one for 6-7 weeks, but a lot of things came up, which I think we've cleared up now.
Yeah, challenging lesson. So you let folks know about the Wednesday improvers lesson.
I have, yes. They've all know that it's Wednesdays is forcing or non-forcing bids, which is very relevant.
Monday.
And then a week today, we're back with responders first bid. So that'll actually be featured, Sam, for all those other doubters. We'll discuss that in a bit more detail about try not to deny a 4-card major at 1 level.
Try not to say never.
Yeah, if I had said never in the past, I think I'll be changing that. Good, because the reason being, Sam, of course, is that, as Jack's mum said, partner now has space to come back 1 spade. So it's only in a cramped auction that you would, you bid 1 spade there. Good, Bashir. Well, listen, have a good week yourself.
Thank you so much, Jack. And thank you, everyone who's here with us live and watching by replay. Jack, yeah, glad to have you back in your regular environs, and we'll look forward to seeing you, if not Wednesday, then Monday, same time, same place. Yeah, so that normal program. I'm not off to a mystery donation until the destination until the 7th of March now, so I've got time to settle in and get some work done. Jack, but anytime you like, you could put on a ski helmet for us. It's well, funny enough, I did think about that this morning. It's just a bit of a joke. It did go through my head. Put on the ski helmet and the gloves. Well, brilliant, Bajir. Thanks for hosting. I'm glad. Thank you, everyone. And we'll see you. Yeah, we'll see you in a week's time. Bye, all. Thanks, everyone.